What is the goal of the president today besides trying to count votes in Milwaukee and out at the University of Wisconsin?
I think the goal is to keep the narrative going that, this election was fraudulent and he's not going to concede. There's no sign he's going to do anything other than that. And, despite all the losses in court.
Marty, those were not losses in court. I'll be honest, folks, over a beverage of my choice, I did not read all 37 pages of the federal judge in Pennsylvania, but scathing was the operative word, Marty. Who are the legal advisors to the president that can come and can bounce off of something like that decision?
Well, his personal lawyer is Rudy Giuliani, and he shows no signs of changing tactics. I mean, they did revise some of their legal team over the weekend, but, despite these outrageous and, in some cases, ludicrous allegations, he's going to continue to press his case, and there's some reports he's going to go directly to state legislatures to try and flip these results, which will not succeed.
Marty, some of President Trump's staunchest allies, I'm thinking of the senator from Alaska, the senator of North Dakota, yesterday called for the transition to Biden to begin. Who will ultimately convince the president, if anyone? I don't understand quite what the president is playing at. What's his end game?
His end game is to stay relevant. There are reports over the weekend that he's thinking about running for president again in 2024. Which would be astounding because it would freeze the Republican field. But, everybody's talking about rising pressure, but there's no pressure if he doesn't feel the pressure. And I get the sense that Donald Trump couldn't care less what Republicans are telling him to do.
How will he leave the White House?
Well, my speculation is that he will leave quietly, that he'll go to Florida or New Jersey and just not return to the White House. I've said that I think that Donald Trump will never really formally concede this race.
Marty, the great conversation at the Keene dining room table. Folks, it was TV dinners last night as we get ready for Thanksgiving. And Marty, the great discussion was getting to the Supreme Court. I mean, all of this is the emotion of the president focusing on Judge Judy and Fox TV and the rest of, I'm going to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court's going to save me. You and I know what Bush v. Gore was and how the Supreme Court dealt with it. Is he going to get the same treatment?
I think until he presents a constitutional question of national importance, he's never going to get before the Supreme Court because the Supreme Court won't take that case because there's no case to take.